So I've been talking about the glasses I ordered from Zenni Optical, my sponsor. Now, I've never ordered glasses online before. I didn't trust it, to be honest. But mine had a scratch, and Zenni was my sponsor, so I kind of sort of had to do it, right? I mean, I can't tell you about it if I haven't done it. So my previous thinking was, prices are too cheap. These can't be good. I'm not going to like them. I'm picky. I take that back. Mine costs about $70, and I can't tell the difference from the $500 pair I purchased 2 months ago. By the way, my wife likes them too. She said they look good on your face, and I want some too. And at about $70 or less, I can buy them. I am surprised, and I'm a customer. Zenni Optical has prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, all starting at under $30. Go to Zenni.com, pick a frame, upload your prescription. They'll ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And Zenni has that virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frames look on your face, and that is very cool and confidence building. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now it's time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out pretty quick, so don't sit on this. Go to Zenni.com/podcast, promo code podcast15. Okay, funny story. My wife was listening to my podcast the other day. Yes, she does that. And she said, "What's this thing called Whatnot you keep talking about on your podcast? Are you shopping without me?" Yes, I am. I'm cheating on you. It's called Whatnot. It's live shopping with chat, and it's a lot of fun. Look, I coach a lot of people online. I coach people to make money online. Most don't know how to do it. And I have been telling a few lately to go to Whatnot, see what they're doing, and give it a try. If you're a Whatnot seller, you really shine, and your people find you. And that's a big deal because if you're selling online, they need to find you for you to make money, right? And then they become repeat customers because they see your face, not just your logo. Whatnot is the largest dedicated live shopping platform, whether it's beauty, it's collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies. Yep, cookies. Sellers are building real thriving businesses. Anyone can do it too. Some people on Whatnot are selling, get this, 10 times as much as they do on other major marketplaces. And you don't know this, but Whatnot buyers spend more than an hour on the app every day. They're not browsing. That's why they call them buyers. They're buying your stuff. So here's how it works. You go live, you showcase your products, and you earn real income. Search Whatnot, WHATNOT, in the App Store, download, and you can start selling right away. So I'm at a meeting the other night. It was a church men's group meeting, and I've been there a couple times before, kind of getting to know some of the community. Really good people there. And this kid comes up to me. I'm helping to break down the room, and he said, "Sir, I've been meaning to ask you this for a long time. Would you mind if I asked you a question?" I said, "Sure. What is it?" He goes, Are you related to William Shatner? You sure look a lot like him." I didn't know what to I don't think I look like William Shatner. I think I act like him. I think I'm a little staccato-ish. That was kind of weird, but I turned him and he looked at me and goes, No, it's a compliment. Okay. Well, if I were 98 years old and flying to outer space, I'd want to be like him too, no doubt. It is the Daily Boost. Happy Friday. Since 2006, we've been doing our thing here, which is just a simple mission. It's nothing real groundbreaking about it. I wish there were. I thought there were, but I don't think there is. I think basically we all need support, and we all need to realize that, okay, we got out of bed today, figure it out again. Thought I knew it all, had good dreams, got up this morning. What happened to what I knew? Boom, it's a mess. And for times in our life, we do get to the point we figure out everything. It's all perfect. It all works. But, then we go through another slide, right? It just happens. This show is about that. And if you're in a season of life where you're trying to figure stuff out, great. Because soon you're going to learn all that stuff and you'll have like a time when everything's going to be good. And then what happened? So here we are. My name's Scott Smith. Glad to have you here today. Thank you for stopping by. It was just enjoy some words, some wisdom, some wisecracks. And a lot of wisdom in between, and a lot of experience in between, a lot of stuff I can bring to you. And basically where this show comes from, if you ever wonder where all this prep and all these ideas come from, coaching calls. My group coaching calls, my personal coaching calls, and conversations I have around throughout the course of the week, just always being socially active, keeping myself sane, because that's what keeps me sane, interacting with other people. I listen, I learn, I jot down notes, and I bring it back to you where I can. I don't always hit the mark. That's what happens. Sometimes you miss the mark. But we try. Good to have you here today. So today, I think I want to go down the road of something a little more traditional, if I may. I love traditional motivation. I love some of the early guys who got to work on this stuff and figured out really, it's just a lot of philosophy. A lot of people sitting around kind of paying attention to other people, all early psychology and motivation, inspiration. That's pretty much what it was. I mean, when you think about it, they didn't have the internet. to crowdsource knowledge together. They didn't have all the digital imaging that we have these days. They just didn't know. They just kind of had to observe and figure out what worked, and a lot of it was really right. I'm guessing some of the stuff of the olden days, the before times, is that what they call it on Silo? Stuff in the before times, I'm guessing that a lot of that stuff is garbage like a lot of it is today. But then the good stuff filters out and lasts the test of time. So that's what we're going to get today, okay? A little bit of Napoleon Hill, if you will. And he talks about his 30-day sprints. It's January. I know it's a little bit later, and maybe you started your sprint a few days ago, and maybe it's too late, but you can always start a 30-day sprint. Some people start one every single month, but he talked about this. Here's how you do it. Ready? Napoleon Hill. Whenever you start out, you're going to want what's called a major definite purpose. Now, my world around here, a major definite purpose translates into a big-ass goal. And there's science these days that tells us the bigger the goal, the more likely you're going to succeed in getting it. Now, there's a couple of qualifications for that. It needs to be really big but doable. You have to believe that you can do it, that you have the skill set, that it's possible if you went through the steps and learned and did the things. If I do what I say I'm going to do, I can achieve that huge goal. That's a big part of it, right? And you're going to find the people who settle into that. When you really can believe, it might take me some time, I can do this. That's a major definite purpose and a big-ass goal. And that's where everything begins. So if you don't have something that big that stretches you way out there and takes you higher than you are now, it's probably not big enough for you. And one will do you. Maybe 2 or 3 in a lifetime. It's about all you need, the big-ass goals, the real big ones. Number 2, stop the negative self-talk. Others may throw sticks and stones. Don't throw them at yourself. We see this all the time. Drama is really easy. Negative talk is really easy. I'm a guy who talks to you. I'm a guy that I talk to myself. I mean, I come in my studio here, and a lot of what I come up with, a lot of what I teach, a lot of what I work out, I'm talking to myself. And lots of times I'm playing 2 roles. I'm playing me and to you as I'm doing this stuff. I'm kind of working out these are the pre-planned responses I like to work through. I'm going through the responses that you may have to me and what I'm explaining to you. And in doing that, it can get negative sometimes. You got to be careful. That stuff's seeping in. I don't mind you being around negative people, but don't be a negative person and hang around yourself. Just don't do it, okay? It's kind of silly, right? Number 3, list all the reasons you can be successful and make that list long. You can be successful. Not the reasons you can't. Usually the can't list is 10 times as long as the can list. So force yourself to list all the things. It doesn't have to be big, if only because, you know what? Because I'm really good at getting out of bed in the morning and put my shoes on. I promise you, there are some people in this world that are not good at getting out of bed in the morning, not even good at getting out of bed, and a lot of those can't even put their shoes on. Yay for you. Superpower. Decide what you will do, and that you'll do whatever it takes to get what you want for the next 30 days. This is hard, this is difficult, and this is where the grind comes in. I'm not a big fan of the grind. I don't like grinding it out, but the truth is in life, sometimes we have to grind. If you decide what you want, if you decide that you're going to do it and you know what you need to do, and you decide you're going to walk through hell and keep on going until you get there, for the next 30 days, you'll have it done. Want to write a book? And you decide, I only got 30 days to do it. If you decide to do it and grind it out, you'll have it done in 30 days. So this is how you push yourself into momentum. I can tell you in my life, there have been multiple occasions. I can't even count these days, but 3 or 4 really big ones I've done where the grind took me right down to the basics, right down to who I was and questioning everything about what I was doing. That tired. But because I did it, I got to the other side of it and boom, I was there. Everything installed, ready to go, carried me for years. It works. Decide what you're going to do and grind it out until you get it. See, the impossible becomes possible when you're focused and you're willing to take massive imperfect action. Let me pause on that for just a second and we'll get out of here, okay? The massive imperfect action. You know, Tony Robbins said, take massive action. He was right. He was right. But massive action makes a mess. Have you noticed that? You step out the door and head in any direction, you're going to make a mess and you're going to have to clean that mess up. And that really messes you with your head. And you're like, man, I did what Tony told me to do and I just made a big mess. And that's why I put the word imperfect in the middle of it. Because people will stop. They won't even try if they think they're going to make a mess. I said, go ahead, make a mess. Go ahead and expect to clean it up later. You'll learn how to fix it. But you are going to make a mess in life if you are going to go for anything. And if you're not making enough of a mess, I'm going to say you probably aren't doing enough of what you want to be doing. By the way, when you seek or you follow your passion and purpose in life, because we believe if you stumble and bubble around enough, you're going to find something that you like to do. That becomes what you're passionate about. That's actually truly the science. It's said better than that, but that's how it works. And if you do what you love to do long enough, it's become a purposeful, intentional thing. It calls your purpose. So bumbling, stumbling, do it long enough, it becomes your purpose. Go on a few years, and it has real meaning in your life, and that's what your life has become. And eventually, when you're not here on this planet anymore, that will be your legacy. So your passion, your purpose, your meaning, and your legacy all start from bumbling, stumbling like a hot mess right through life, trying to figure stuff out until you land on something. And when you do, the trick is to click. It locks in. Hey, man, I can do that stuff. And you do it, and you do it, and you do it. You're happy, you're happy, happy. And then you say, where did I learn it from? You say, well, it's obvious. Scott and the Daily Boost. You can't take the radio guy out of the guy, can you? I mean, it's been a long time since I've read radio, but it just does not seem to want to leave me. So I guess I'm going to hang on to it for a while. Right? Why not? I did remove the shock jock stuff. That's a whole nother story, but maybe someday I'll tell it to you. 9minuteclaritycode.com. The stuff I use to figure out how to get where I am, what I like to do, and how I like to be happy, I taught you. Go to 9minuteclaritycode.com. See what's there. Jump in. I'm going to blow your mind. That's a promise. Have a good weekend.